part of the Vogel decision might have come down, like there were plenty of reports following the season, once you lost in the playoffs, about unhappiness around the team, and a lot of that centered around KD. Where is that situation at? Because I'm sure a lot of Warrior fans, again, going back to your little Draymond FaceTiming KD story and vice versa, whatever, I'm sure there's still plenty of Warrior fans out there, like myself, who hold out some hope. Like I've got a bit of KD memorabilia behind me. I'm sure there's some of us that hold out hope that, you know, there could be a reunion in the works at some point. And there was murmurs of that following the Suns' elimination. Now, that seems to have quietened more recently, but like, is there a chance that that could come back up at any point, do you think? Or do you think it's dead and buried? And Kate, I think he's under contract for another 2 years, I believe. Do you think he'll just see it out and that's it? Or is there a chance that this blows up?
I should have asked him, shouldn't I, last week? I should have just tapped him on the shoulder. Like, what's the story, man? I need to know.
You got your answer with Draymond and him FaceTiming each other. Yeah, that's true. Didn't need to ask you.
Like there was those Houston rumors at the start of the offseason, and then around the draft when picks were moved, like Phoenix's picks were swapping in the deals with Brooklyn and Houston as well. It's kind of died down, and I don't know if that's just because it's the Olympics, but I think with Kevin Durant, and he kind of said it himself in an interview not so long ago, he said, like, it's really easy to put my name in trade rumors because it just is. So it'll always happen. So I think there'll be more before the start of next season, definitely. And if the season starts even slightly badly, like, I mean, 4-7, straight away, he's the name that will be brought up. But also, like, Bradley Beal has that no trade clause and nobody wants him, I wouldn't think, on $50 million a year. And they're not going to trade Devin Booker, because if they're trading Devin Booker, then this is all over. So Kevin Durant becomes the easiest name to put into all of these rumors. And because of his history of moving teams, which obviously we're both aware of, like, it's an easy exercise, and it's one where you can at least go, well, maybe he's unhappy here, maybe he wants to do this, maybe he wants to do that. Would it surprise me if he actually left the Suns in this, like, the next 12 months? It actually wouldn't, and I don't know what that says about where the Suns are now or where they're going, but only just because maybe nothing surprises me anymore in the NBA, and certainly with Kevin Durant. So the rumors are gone as soon as the Olympics are done, and he was fantastic against Serbia. He was so good. As soon as the off season is done, or the Olympics are done, excuse me, I think it'll be straight back to, could he play here? Oh, him and Tyrese Halliburton look very cozy one time. Maybe he can go to Indiana, and you'll be like, what the hell? But I think those rumors will come back.
It's for Warrior fans, I think that's a part of, like, a lot of us are looking at the moment. If this Markkanen thing doesn't happen in the next week, which the reports suggest that he will sign an extension in Utah and take himself off the trade market, possibly for the full season if he signs after August 6th. And of course, you know, plenty of conversation around, well, what's next kind of thing. Do you look at Brandon Ingram? Do you look at, you know, taking on Zach LaVine's contract, whatever it may be? I think, you know, what you've just said there kind of tells me and shifts my opinion on the Warriors to thinking, just keep the powder dry, keep your assets, and then if KD or another genuine superstar becomes available, that's when you push your chips in again. No point. Like, I think Markkanen's a star-level player, and I think the Warriors are going so hard after him more just as much because of the fit as how good he actually is at basketball. But, like, guys like Ingram, like, he isn't necessarily a good fit, and he's not a good enough player to make a huge difference to the Warriors where they're going to be, you know, suddenly championship contenders or anything like that. So what you've just said, and, like, the potential of this thing, you know, blowing up again kind of thing, tells me that if the Warriors can't get Markkanen and, you know, nothing else happens here in the next few months, maybe wait and see if things start badly next season in Phoenix, and maybe you can take advantage of that, because you talk about Beal and you talk about Booker. KD is really the only one there who you could recoup some assets with, because Beal, no one's giving up assets for him, and Booker, you know, one of the franchise's best ever players at this point, really, you know, drafted there, homegrown. He's probably not going to get dealt. So KD is really the only way to actually recoup some assets.